Hello everyone, this is Jay from BroGaming TCG, and today we are back with some Road to Worlds gameplay. Now, before I get started, I would just like to thank everyone who is subscribed to the channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and if you are watching this video and have not subscribed to the channel, I urge you to subscribe to the channel. It is a wonderful community here, and I really do appreciate when people subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. Now into the gameplay. So we are up against a Tapu Bulu GX, which is becoming a little bit more popular, at least on the TCGO. I've been playing quite a few Tapu Bulu GXs. I played one actually last week and a few days ago. So I've been seeing Tapu Bulu GX in the ladder quite a bit here. Now he starts off pretty well. He gets a Brigette, 2 Grubbins, and his another Tapu Bulu down. And I know immediately that the only way I'm going to win this match is by Alolan Ninetales, which seems to be a common theme with me. Now, Golduck is a pretty hard hitter for 1 energy and discarding 2 energy from your hand. With Starmie, it is an excellent combo. You can redo that attack every single turn, and they can really do nothing to stop it other than knock out your 90 HP Golduck. When you add Alolan Ninetales into the mix, it adds a sort of element that you don't really get with any other deck. You have a really playable, switchable deck that works really together and surges really well together, especially when you get a Golduck breakdown on the field. Now, I get Alolan Ninetales here, and this is where I stall. I've got nothing in my hand other than Sycamore. I didn't want to Sycamore that turn because I still have Starmie down on the field, and I'm going to have to build up my Alolan Ninetales here. So the only way I can do this is by stalling with it and hoping that he does not have the ability to get my Alolan Ninetales off of the field. Which obviously that turn he did not, which was very good. Now he does end me, and it kind of throws me for a loop because I'm actually unable to get my Starmie right off of the back. I had to timer ball for it, which wasn't the ideal situation. Now I've pretty much got a full hand, and I really don't need to Sycamore. I did get a Sycamore off of the end, but there was no really need to, and at this time I'm stalling, so I'm trying to conserve resources. That's something that you guys I think you guys need to know, is that when you're stalling, there's a time to not conserve resources and to conserve resources. So when you don't want to conserve resources is when you're stalling for the win. You know that you have the advantage in the game, and you know that you are most likely going to be able to pick up the prize cards that remain on the field. The time when you don't want to use resources is when you are stalling for a card, or when you are stalling to get out of a bad situation. And that's what I was doing in this match. I was stalling to get out of a bad situation, and there is always a good time and a bad time to use the cards that you have in your deck. As you can see, I went through a lot of cards right here at this turn, but that is because I had the ability to start dealing damage. And when I start dealing damage to his Tapu Bulus, I start gaining control of the game. Now, a lot of the game is going to come from me being able to use Alolan Ninetales, and this is going to be continuous throughout pretty much the entire rest of this match, is hitting Alolan Ninetales, him trying to figure out how to get around my Alolan Ninetales, and that is something that I always want people to do, and that's why I love this particular budget deck so much, is I've actually went on win streaks of 8+ matches, with this deck, and I've never done as well, even with a top meta deck. I've never done so well with a deck. And I believe this is primarily because of the ability to always worry about Alolan Ninetales. And for some odd reason, I don't understand why Alolan Ninetales with the Alolan Ninetales that I use, the basic Alolan Ninetales, doesn't do as well as it does in high tier tournaments, because it's always frustrating to have all your GX cards basically shut down by this one Pokemon. and it's very extremely hard to play around, especially now since I have two Alolan Ninetales down on the field. He knows that he's gonna have to find something to take out these Alolan Ninetales, to knock out these Alolan Ninetales, and he does have an answer to that with a Rungaroo. And I think that's why a lot of top tier decks are playing non-GX supporting cards. You know, you have Alolan Muck who plays Salazzle, plus Alolan Nug is dealing a lot of poison damage, a lot of burn damage, so he's not too concerned about this. You have a consistency of decks that play supporting cards that allow them to attack. You know, a lot of decks are playing a Rungaroo now. Obviously, like this deck is playing a Rungaroo that I'm playing up against, and it's something that is very consistent within decks. And that is something that Alolan Ninetales does very well. That is that it just frustrates people to no end. I know that when I play against Alolan Ninetales, it's not that big of a deal because I don't play GX or EX cards in my deck. I don't even play a Tapu Lele. Why I don't play a Tapu Lele? I could. I just don't want to. Now, here at this point in the game, I actually am trying to save my Alolan Ninetales. He has. I have the ability to knock out this Tapu Bulu, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. And what I have the ability to do is I have Field Blower, so I can Field Blower off the Fighting Fury Bell off of the Tapu Bulu, and next turn be able to knock him out with the Golduck that I have on the bench. So I'm actually allowing him to take some prize cards. And it's something that is going to have to happen. Now, this is something that I don't recognize. He goes ahead and he plays a stadium here, and this stadium is going to pretty much throw this game totally out of balance because I had this game pretty much secured. I knew exactly what I was going to do. I knew exactly how I was going to win. I go ahead, I rescue Stretcher here for my Golduck Break, and that's going to go onto my Golduck. And I'm like, okay, well this is a good situation. I don't really need to, worry about anything. So I go ahead and I'm like, okay, let's Field Blower off that Fighting Fury Belt, get that off, and I go ahead and I discard the other Fighting Fury Belt on the field, which was on his Orungaroo, but the Azer Conservation Area makes me deal 10 less damage to him. And so I was actually unable to knock him out because I would have needed exactly 120 damage to knock him out. Or something like that. Anyways, I was 10 damage off of knocking this Tapu Bulu out, and unfortunately, if I would have knocked this Tapu Bulu out, the next turn after that, I would have been able to KO his Orungaroo unless he would have put out a Tapu Lele. And that just kind of threw the total game off, and it was something that I really didn't know how to play around, and that's kind of the unexpected things that happen during Pokemon TCG, is that you have these situations and you have to figure out how to play them. Now I do go ahead and I start attaching to my other Alolan Ninetales because I know this Alolan Ninetales is going to go down, possibly next turn because of the Orungaroo. Orungaroo has it has enough damage to take out this Alolan Ninetales. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do 120 damage, and my only hope to that is possibly getting a Golduck out of my deck. I start doing the math, okay, I've got 13 cards in my deck. I have an in. I'm going to put a few cards back. I have a Sycamore, which could be better. Plus, I have Starmie, and I know that I'll have enough water energy in the discard pile to use Starmie's ability, but I just need one energy. I have that one energy in my hand. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty confident about this. Plus, I have two more Ultra Balls. That's what I was checking right there. I have two more Ultra Balls in my deck. All I need is an Ultra Ball, and I can get my Golduck. I just need a Golduck to win this game. That's the only thing. Now, if I do not get a Golduck, I will possibly lose this game. And losing this game would not be good because I royally messed up with the Azer Conservation Area. Now, I throw Golduck out. I actually draw into my Ultra Ball, which was very good. I go ahead, grab my Golduck. I have an energy in my hand to discard for the 2 energy that I need to take out a Rungaroo. At this point, the game is over. And I sat through. I believe this game was actually about 20 minutes long. this is obviously sped up so that you guys don't have to sit through a 20 long game, and I actually have things to talk about, because I struggle talking 10 minutes long. Anyways, that is the game, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Anyways, my name is Jay from BroGaming TCG. I want to remind you all to always keep on battling and pursue your dreams. Thanks for watching.